From Burbank, California, on July 22nd, 2023, this is the official 2-month mark on this job. Welcome back to Chris Oldhouse, this being day 42 on the job. That's actually somewhere between 42 and 44 days have I been here working in that 2-month period. And it's toasty, but there is a little bit of a breeze. Behind me, see that? That's the sort of front of this structure. See, there's the front door. And there's some older, shall we say, lights, whatever that is up there. That is not even wired, I believe. And then there's a sconce on the wall there, which really needs to be upgraded, I think. But anyway, this is the front area with these 3 4-foot by 4-foot windows that are actually going to be sliders that go this way. But I'm not going to put them in yet because they're going to do that same beautiful color coat of stucco on the outside front of this structure here. So I'm going to wait on those, but I'm going to do 3 other interior. Yesterday I did 3 windows. Today I'm going to do 3 more windows. And then these will wait until after the stucco on the front is done. The good thing is, when I finish the 3 windows, I can close all the doors and the windows and turn on the air conditioning. But until then, drink water and sweat. All right. On the right there is the window I did yesterday. Remember all that wood replacement that had to be done. And on the left is the original casement window from this room. That probably goes back to the teens, something like that. Here is the window, which I was able to just loosen up the where it was binding and caulked closed, and just opened it up nice and easily. There's a nice little turn. I think I might keep those, strip them, and I don't know, sell them on eBay. Seriously. But have a look at this. Remember the rotted sill next door? 110 years old, something like that. This thing is basically as good as the day it went in. Isn't that something? Just goes to show if it's done right. Even this right here is a little piece of flashing that comes out underneath the stucco onto the surface here. So if water sheds properly down a surface, drips off the edge, and it doesn't rot, no matter how long you wait. And if it's done wrong, as it was, can we see it? Over there, well, we saw what happens. And so now I have to remove this window stop, as you see right there. And just like the window I did over there, it is not a piece of trim nailed on. It was created by the tool that cut this jamb material back in the day. So this is one solid piece with this, so I have to get that off. I'm going to try the Sawzall ripping it down this way. Maybe I'll get lucky. Okay, now that didn't take very long. As I thought, cutting across to get this thing off, cutting to here, cutting across this way, piece of cake. Trying to cut down was just ridiculous because rip cutting is pretty damn impossible. So I'm cutting I'm going to cut slices every, 4 inches or so, and then hit down this way since this is pretty older growth, straight grain stuff, it breaks off pretty nicely, as you can see there. Well, all right, there is window number 2 on the left. Went in quite nicely. It's very nice to see. Nice to see some new windows in here that you can open and actually let light in and let the air out and in. So those are done. And over here, oh, hello. I'm working on the one other window in this room. Got the whole window out, got the sash out. A couple of interesting things about this window. This was also a casement at one time. As you can see here, where they took out the hinges and they put in little blocks of wood. There and there. And also, because there was trim here, it was probably put in the 50s, covering this paint. And this is interesting, the colors that were happening at that time. We got, that's a good shot. Got the cream color all the way over to the left, off-white cream, that dark red, and that blue. I want to say 1939, something like that. I like those colors. I think I'll look them up. So anyway, this is going to now be the second window to go in today. Should be pretty easy. And then I'm going to move on to window number 3. Oh, by the way, those are the vines out there that had been covering the entire house. Those horrible, treacherous vines. And now it's about a half hour later and this one's in. Oh, that was an easy one. I like when they're easy. Got a little piece of trim I made up top there. That's some leftover front step that I had that I cut up. And this is leftover crown molding from the kitchen. So reusing trim. It's easy to make trim if you have the tools. So there we go. It's good to have a table saw. So there's that window in the master bedroom, and that window, and that window. And I guess that means they're all done. With a little bit of patching and caulking. I need to go out and get more caulk. Not today, when I do my next round. So this is the next window that I'm going to do in this other bedroom here. So now I got the window out, which was pretty straightforward, but almost everything that was holding in the other window was totally rotted out. What you're seeing now is a whole lot of caulking. Every crack I could find, but I am also going to need to fill this whole area with foam. And let me see, up there as well, and over to here, and then it's more caulking. So it's gonna be all right. Just needs a little bit more, well, foam. And once again, it was because this entire side of this house had been covered in vines for a very long time, and that just let all the little folks in. I did find one little larvae looking thing, so I don't know if there's active termites in this building right now. I don't know why there wouldn't be though, because like for instance down here you got the vines that had grown up on the side of the house right against the house, which shouldn't be, because it lets everything in, and it's already starting its way back up to do it again. So little surprises for each of the windows, but fixable situations. Anyway, that's going to do it for day 42 here on Chris Old House. Is it 42? I think so. I don't know. Maybe the little thing below me will tell me. Oh, thanks. Anyway, thanks very much for watching the show. If you like what you're seeing, I'd encourage you to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. Like it if you do like it, and comment if you'd like to, because it does help the channel grow. Until tomorrow, thank you very much, as always, for watching Chris Old House.